The silent signal, the vanishing, it started on a cold Thursday morning. The town of Allenton was blanketed in fog, thick as wool, curling around rooftops like ghostly fingers. On that morning, at exactly 6:47 a.m., every mobile phone in a 20-mile radius buzzed with the same cryptic notification: "They are coming. Stay inside." Do not trust the signal. People thought it was a glitch, some thought it was a prank, others blamed a hacker group. But by the time the local authorities made an announcement dismissing the message, it was already too late. 12 people had vanished, no signs of struggle, doors left unlocked, TVs left running, and oddly, each home had one thing in common: the television screens were frozen on static, hissing softly. The signal. Sarah Greene, a 29-year-old journalist with a reputation for chasing the weird, was drawn to Allenton like a moth to flame. She'd been following odd stories across the country for months, stories about strange signals interrupting broadcasts, people going missing, and locations becoming dead zones. She drove into town and immediately noticed the unease in the air. Shops were half open. Schools had been closed due to technical difficulties. At the motel where she stayed, the receptionist whispered to her, "If your TV starts showing static, unplug it. Don't look at it for too long." Sarah thought it was local hysteria until it happened to her. That night, as she reviewed her notes, the motel TV flickered, then turned to static. Even though she hadn't touched the remote, at first she ignored it. But then she noticed something. The static wasn't random, it had rhythm, like Morse code, hidden messages. Obsessed, Sarah recorded the sound and analyzed it using audio software on her laptop. She was right. It was a repeated signal in Morse. "We are trapped. Help US." More lines followed. "Do not trust the lights. They watch through reflections." Sarah's hands trembled. This wasn't a prank. Someone or something was communicating through the static. Trapped, watching, reflections. She checked the bathroom mirror. Nothing. But when she looked again, a figure stood behind her. She spun around, empty. The mirror had returned to normal. She slept with all the lights on that night. Chapter 4. The Lost Ones. Sarah visited the family of one of the missing persons, a young man named Kyle Mercer. His sister told her something strange. "He called me before he vanished. He said he saw himself in the mirror, but it wasn't him. It blinked when he didn't." As Sarah dug deeper, she found more witnesses with similar stories. All had seen strange behavior and reflections, or heard voices coming through their TVs or radios at odd hours. She began to form a theory. Whatever was taking people was using signals to pass between dimensions, and mirrors, screens, and even polished surfaces were the gateways. Through the glass, determined to understand the source, Sarah decided to test it herself. She set up cameras around her motel room. She turned on the TV, tuned it to static, and placed a mirror in front of the screen. For 10 minutes, nothing happened. Then the static pulsed once, twice, and the mirror began to fog. Handprints appeared from the inside. Then words scrawled in the mist. "Let US out. Take her in." Suddenly, her reflection smiled. She didn't. The lights in the room died. The signal lives. Sarah's camera footage was later recovered, but the final minutes were corrupted except for one frame, showing her standing still, eyes wide open, staring into the mirror and smiling. She was never seen again, but weeks later, in another town, Hundreds of miles away, people began reporting the same message on their phones. They are coming, stay inside. Do not trust the signal. And in the mirrors of Ellington Motel Room 3, her reflection is still there, waiting.